Well, it's a wonderful day here in Red Hills today. It's about 11 in the morning and it's already 70 degrees. It's just fabulous today. Starting from the south parking lot, and I am going to, well, we'll see how far I get, but plan is to do just about 13 or 14 miles. And I'm starting off on the trail South Park. South Park, we'll hang a left onto Old Stage, travel on Old Stage until we get to Water Trough. Water Trough, will make our way over towards Easy Way Out, hopefully to Verbena Trail. We'll cross over the road, Red Hills Road, and kind of go from there. I see some flowers starting to bloom. I see some yellows here. And we had a fire that went through here in September and burned a lot of, I don't know, about a third of our Red Hills riding area is my guess, maybe a quarter only, at the end of South Park. And coming up on Old Stage, either way, left or right is Old Stage. I'm going left. Making our way eventually towards the northern parking lot. Depending which way I go, we may or may not see that parking lot, but that's the general direction we're heading towards. Creek crossing, which had water in it earlier here during the rains, but none now. Trail to the right is Matt's Bypass. We're staying on Old Stage. Staying on Old Stage for right now. Coming up on Double Dome. A couple of rock outcroppings. They're always kind of fun. Here's Double Dome, the first piece. Second piece. Alright, to the right is trail we're not taking. We're gonna stay on Old Stage for now. To the right, that was pre-sprayed back there. And we're gonna do a little more climbing. Bear right here. An old abandoned trail goes left, but it's pretty gnarly. So stay to the right. Trudge up this hill. Get about a third of the way up. Before it gets really steep, we'll hang a left and continue on Old Stage. And here's our left. You can continue up further. There's another left higher up. This takes to Machine Gun Alley, and then ultimately over to Middle Earth. A fun little section downhill here. Not technical, it's not too steep. It's a bit rocky, but it's fun. Still on the Old Stage at this point. This is one of the original trails here at Red Hills. Original BLM trail. One of, I think, about 5 of them. And it traverses, there's only 2 that traverse basically from the south parking lot to the main north parking lot. This is one of those 2. Hard to keep much speed on this piece. Stay left. No dry creek crossing unless it's been raining. Alright, and we go straight here. Now we are on Water Trough. And, we'll stay on Water Trough, not real long, but one piece downhill, a lot tougher coming back up. But there's been some changes to it over the years, minor reroutes. Here's one right here, you just go to the left there. Going this way is not bad, but you're coming up is pretty tough. Just minor little change here. The original piece was just too straight downhill, it's getting eroded. Water trough. Careful on that little piece there so you don't endo. We're going to stay left. The rerouted section. Alright, coming pretty close to the end of water trough here. It's not a real long section as I mentioned, so here we are now technically on soap route. So, alright, we're still on a soap route here, and it's kind of a reroute that's mainly used when you're coming up, so I'm going to take the older direction. They come right back together after this little crevice, if you will. Soap route will continue to the left, and soap route to the left, and now I'm on the easy way out. Water left in the creek there. And if you're comfortable making this right turn coming up, go for it. I take this little loop here, a little bit easier. Just sets you up for the straight path crossing. I am still on easy way out, still climbing. And it's turned out to be actually a pretty warm day. But trail conditions are really nice. Yeah, enjoying it. All right, here's the intersection. The easy way out continues to the left. I'm going to hang it right here. This is Overlook Loop, and specifically this segment is Ridgeline, I believe. So Overlook Loop, Ridgeline. Yeah, we won't stay on this very long. From here, we're gonna make our way onto Verbena. It's the Verbena connector to the left. Staying right would have kept me on the Overlook Loop portion. Ridgeline, ultimately the fence line. So. Stay right. Take the section of Verbena Look that's, I guess, furthest east. Nice little downhill section. It's a really fun trail in this direction. Not so much in the other, in my opinion. Coming up on a dry creek crossing, which isn't that difficult. It's just it's abrupt up on the other side of it, so it's got to kind of be ready for that. Climb, climb, climb. Here in a moment we'll cross Red Hills Road. Somewhere. Okay, once I cross this creek, the easiest way is actually to go right here. I don't have to go too far, and then we should get ourselves onto South Serpentine Loop Road. Here comes South Serpentine Loop Road. Hang left. Alright, and this off the road there left, and this is North Middle we're on now. It's a nice trail. There's a couple of sections that have been rerouted over the years. Some major improvements in that regard. And I'm not sure if you can see in the trail in front of me, but a lot of hoofs. So this is a pretty popular horse trail as well. Yep, so I make a right here on Fred's Canyon. And this section's a little tough through here, especially when you're tired. Most people will ride this trail in the opposite direction that I'm doing right now, because there's a lot of fun the other direction. Not that this isn't fun, but coming down this is a blast. Going up it's just a little bit more work. I'm gonna make this left right here. I'm just gonna put this on Bruce's Ridge. Try to go straight and continue straight up that hill there. Kind of does a hairpin right at the top. That would put me on railroad grade, but do that another day. We are now on Bruce's Ridge. Initially we have some uphill to deal with, and then we get some downhill on it. All right, made it to Bruce's Monument, Bruce's Ridge. Look at this view. All right, just left Bruce's Monument, still on Bruce's Ridge. And this last little section is downhill, and it's kind of fun. Pretty rocky in sections, but that adds to the entertainment of it. All right, now on the old stage. You know, this section of the old stage has some punchy stuff. Pretty hard to make when you're tired. For me, anyway. Most people can make it. Didn't mean to go around it. There we go. Big old burst here, hopefully I make it. Woohoo, barely. Stay left, and we're going to hang a right, and that's going to put us back onto still old stage at the moment, but about to go Middle Earth. And as soon as we make this left, yeah, we are going onto Middle Earth. So we're kind of back on what we call the southern side of Red Hills. Creek there is kind of the boundary, if you will, of north to south. Probably should be called south central and north. And there's a nice little view here with a bench underneath this tree. A lot of people don't even know it's there because they walk or ride right past it. It's right there. And we're still on Middle Earth. Got a little downhill section, a little reprieve from the climbing. There's more to come from the climbing side of things. zigzag there to the left. Hard to see, kind of get run over a little bit. And obviously we're staying this way. And then zigzag to the right over here. So the trail to the left there is a little connector. Well, it's actually a trail named Bumper. Technically it's right here. And that'll take you just up to the peak of that hill there, up to the Bumper, which is pretty much the high point on this side of Red Hills, the southern side. This segment is also nicknamed the Opals, because the opal mine that exists here, not a real opal mine, just a little, what looks like opals. Nickname, like I said. Right here, this is the Opals mine. You got little mining trucks there. Gotta make it fun. And we are crossing Old Stage here, but we're continuing on Middle Earth. And we're now in the section that's called Cardor, nicknamed Cardor. This is still Middle Earth. Whoa. And here's our Cardor. That's the nickname. Alright, so Middle Stage does continue on a little, about another half mile probably, but we are turning right on Don Pedro Overlook Road and going back to the car. Well, again, had a great day here at Red Hills. Did 14-ish miles, about 1,800 feet of vertical climbing, which is quite a bit for Red Hills. Red Hills will wear you down. There's no doubt about that. But anyway, simply an awesome day. Took it slow. I was a little tired, not sure why, but still had fun. Made it back. Time to head back home. Thanks.